Well, would you look at that? It's another bow. It's almost as if I had planned it. Yes, today we're doing the last of the heavily requested bows, and it's the one and only Nataruk. Now, there are 3 distinct ways in which the Nataruk can be fired. There is a quick shot, which isn't very good. You don't want to use it very much. There is a charge shot, where you charge the bow all the way. This has really good crit, good status, and good damage. But then there is also a perfect shot, where you release the arrow at just the right time, and this has even better stats than a fully charged shot. Sporting a grand total of 900 damage, most of which is puncture, with a 60% crit chance, 2.4 times crit multiplier, and a 50% status chance. Additionally, perfect shots have a considerably, and I do mean considerably, bigger hitbox. It's also very easy to get. You just finish New War and, well, that's it. Congratulations, you have it now. So let us give it a shot, shall we? We most definitely want to focus on perfect shot here because the stats on it are just insane. 60% crit chance is just dumb. It is just dumb. Believe it or not, we're actually gonna use a longbow sharp shot. I think it makes sense because the hitbox on perfect shots is quite large, so it should not be difficult to consistently hit headshots with this. Let's get the Galvi trio in here. Chamber for the multi-shot, scope for crit chance, and then galvanize aptitude. Now, one thing I might do is actually run serration here. I do believe longbow sharp shot provides the same kind of damage as multiplicative condition overload, so it should be multiplicative with serration and additive with galvanize aptitude in this case. You know what, I think gas would be really good in here. Let's check the fire rate first though. This actually feels fine, surprisingly enough. I don't really want to add more fire rate to this because I feel like even vigilante supplies might be too much. Let us shuffle the polarities around a little bit. I guess that can go there. Okay, Vital Sense for some crit damage. I think gas is just gonna be ridiculous. So let's do Malignant Force and then Hellfire to utilize one of the dashes. Rifle Elementalist. We get a bit of punch through as well, which is nice. What was it? If it fits, it sits? Something like that. Vigilante Supplies for the set bonus. Lovely. Okay, show me. Ooh, now that was quite a saucy hit. What the hell? That's no ramp up as well. What the
Clem.
The single target is somewhat questionable, but holy hell. Still way better than I expected. Wowee. I guess we could run this. This is pretty solid. At first I thought maybe we could do electricity, but Elementalist is better. We would have to like drop serration, which is not worth it. So I think we'll just stick to this. I want to see what this can do with Harold. Do we want corrosive and heat or vital? I guess vital? Maybe? Oh my god, that made a massive difference. What the hell? This is gonna be dumb. To be fair, we are running Avenger and I'm gonna remove that because I don't think this needs any more help with crit. That made no difference whatsoever. You know what, I want to see how dumb this can get. Let's put Avenger back in. We're gonna switch Harold to corrosive and heat. And then we're gonna ooh for some vital procs. Yeah, that's not stupid at all. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is a dot build, by the way. It could maybe use a bit of fire rate, but not too much. I kind of like it. It's just a little, if it charged a little bit faster, maybe I would like it more. Maybe. The damage, my god, the damage, especially for a dot build, is absolutely absurd. Like, the idea here is that we do damage with gas, right? We hit the enemy, a gas cloud forms, and then that does damage, but we're just one-shotting most things with the upfront damage alone. I'm not complaining, by the way, it feels very good. Bloody hell, you know, hitting something for over 2 million damage with a damage over time build is just something else. And I would like to point out that I am not using Nourish, so no viral at all. I am absolutely loving the extra AoE from the gas clouds. Like, the perfect shot itself has a pretty big hitbox, but having the gas clouds on top of that feels amazing. You also get overlapping gas clouds a lot of the time because the projectile is so big it hits multiple enemies. This was a treat, I enjoyed this very much. I can't believe the mission is already over. No Acolyte though, which has been unfortunate. This is gonna be a bit of a joke, I think. Short boys really don't like gas. Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna like this one little bit. Look at them go down. Ho, ho, ho. I think this is just straight up my favorite bow. The Cinta, or as people have pointed out, you're supposed to actually pronounce it Chinta, apparently. The Chinta is nice with a split flight setup. It's kind of dumb, but this just hits different. This has a different kind of feel. This just feels better. It just has so much going for it. You essentially get it for free, right? The damage is awesome. It looks great. The damage is awesome. It feels nice, and the damage is just awesome. Good stuff, my dudes and dudette. We're back down to 1 dudette. We've tried multiples and it was fine, but I think we're gonna go back to 1. So you're gonna have to decide who's gonna be the dudette. No acolyte. Again, I'm just too damn fast. This might sound dumb, but I think one of the things that makes this weapon feel good is the fact that the projectile isn't super fast, so the damage numbers don't all pop out at once, and they sort of cascade outwards. It sort of reminds me, like if you ever played an Enhancement Shaman in World of Warcraft, in Vanilla or Burning Crusade, it reminds me of Wind Fury. The way Wind Fury hits, especially Wind Fury crits, popped out of the enemies was so good and satisfying. I don't know why they changed that. That was a dumb thing to change. Finally, an acolyte. Jesus Christ. Let us see. Ooh, bloody hell. Give it another one. Oh, shoot. Dude, that is ridiculous. For a dot build. That is actually ridiculous. So, here's the final build for the Nataruk. We have Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot, a Galvanized Scope for crit chance, a Vital Sense for crit damage, Serration for normal damage, Rifle Elementalist for status damage, Galvanized Aptitude for status chance and condition overload, and then Malignant Force and Hellfire for gas. Now, Hellfire can be replaced with a dual stat mod instead. You will lose a little bit of damage, but you will gain status in return. Now, if you want to be a little bit extra, you can invest into the Exiles and also run Vigilante supplies here, mainly for the set bonus, well, only for the set bonus, since the Nataruk has infinite ammo, so the mutation does nothing. And for the Arcane, we're running Longbow Sharpshot, which gives us a ridiculous amount of multiplicative damage whenever we headshot something. This is really good because the Perfect Shot has a massive, massive hitbox. Now, if you want to maximize the damage of a setup like this, Arcane Avenger is always a good idea for some extra crit chance, and so is Nourish for Vital Priming, especially if you then run a pet with Corrosive and Heat for additional priming for Condition Overload and Armor Strip. This is probably my favorite bow in the game. No joke, it just feels different. Yeah, Brahma, big boom, very fun. Lens, big boom, very fun, but this just hits different. I would probably even take this over the Incarnon Dread. That's how damn good it is. So of course I'm gonna recommend you give it a shot. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.